We are coming to you live from Dallas, Texas, home of AU Pro Hoops Season number 2. Thanks so much for spending part of your International Women's Day with us here at Athletes Unlimited. We've got a dandy to tip off our doubleheader as Team Hillman takes on Team Smith, a battle of rookie captains looking to start the week on the right note. Yeah, it's week 3. Let me tell you about what Athletes Unlimited really is all about. We've got 44 terrific world-class athletes with an innovative scoring system. New teams are drafted each week by team captains. We've got the top 4 point scorers who are named team captains week to week, and the teams play each other once over a 4-day span. With that, we welcome you inside the Fair Park Coliseum alongside the Hall of Famer. She is Cheryl Swoops. I'm Cindy Brunson. The third member of our broadcast team is Mary Louise Cook. She'll be in long just a bit. It is International Women's Day, Cheryl. We're here at Athletes Unlimited. The synergy is so powerful. What's going through your mind right now?
For me, I think about how fortunate I am to work alongside so many amazing women, including yourself, and how being a part of Athletes Unlimited is giving all these young women another opportunity to be great.
Opportunity is what it's all about. You know, Naz Hillman has been taking advantage of every opportunity in her rookie season here at AU. All she's done is score at least 20 points in every single game.
Yeah, Nalissa Smith has just been absolutely phenomenal. She is getting it done everywhere on the floor. As you said, coming into tonight, averaging a double-double, second on the leaderboard because she can get it done in so many ways. She will take you down low, post up, nice strong finish to the hole, nice cutting to the basket, and oh yeah, she is strong. You better get in the weight room if you're trying to defend Nalissa Smith on the block.
Naz Hillman will have a load there on the block, as she is the other captain that we're going to feature. And Naz wasn't messing around in the draft. She drafted some shooters, downtown Lexi Brown and Alicia Gray.
Yeah, Naz Hillman, another phenomenal rookie coming into this season. She's averaging 12 points, 6 rebounds, coming into tonight second on the leaderboard. And Naz Hillman just attacks the basket. She takes you down low on a smaller guard, will post you up, and Naz Hillman is just getting the job done for her team.
Definitely bringing the heat herself. Settle into your easy chair, grab your popcorn. We've got lineups and tip next, right here on the WNBA League Pass and the Women's Sports Network. We are ready to get this party started. Week 3 already, which means we are getting ready to cross the halfway point of AU Pro Women's Basketball. Our starters for tonight for Team Hillman: Lexi Brown, Natasha Cloud, Alicia Gray, Naz Hillman, and Jasmine Walker. Keep an eye on number 40. Team Smith rolling out Leja Clarendon, Lexi Hull, Crystal Bradford, Nalissa Smith, and Teresa Plaisance. And Cheryl, before the game, Play guaranteed me she was going to come out big time today. Taking a look at the odds that are provided by our friends at Caesars Sportsbook, they like Team Smith over Team Hillman by 3.5 points. Our officials, Ashley Gloss, Dara Robinson-Ash, and Jarrett Robinson. And we are underway as Team Smith in orange has the basketball.
I'm excited excited about week 3, halfway mark.
Crystal Bradford, her mom is in the house. Guess who's showing up for mom? Bradford with her 5th three-pointer on the season here in AU.
And Crystal Bradford back in the starting lineup for Team Smith this week. I look for Crystal Bradford to really have an impact this week for Team Smith.
Shot clock getting low. Cloud pulls the trigger, front rim, and Bradford is there for the rebound. Nice to see Lexi Brown back. She's done with her TV obligations. That's why she moved all the way up the draft board. Lexi Hull off the mark. And Gray has the basketball and is on the run.
I love the aggressiveness by Crystal Bradford early on in the game, attacking the paint.
Blocked by Plaisance. Taking a look at our overall leaderboard, you see Odyssey Sims, the only one north of 3,000 points so far this season. And these are numbers that can change by the moment depending on the basketball plays in front of you. Positive basketball plays earn players points, and negative ones take them off the board. So if there's a turnover or a defensive miscue, take a block instead of a charge, that hurts you. If you complete an assist beautifully or hit a three-pointer, you rack up points. And I think that's one of the best features of AU Pro Hoops, and it's why we see great basketball night in and night out.
Oh my goodness, and to your point, it is because everybody understands how the leaderboard works and everybody wants to move to the top of the leaderboard. And as the game goes on, just keep an eye on the leaderboard because to your point, Cindy, good things, you get positive points. Not so good things, I don't want to call them bad things.
But they are. They are bad things. You don't want to come out on them.
A bad thing.
Right. A turnover
right.
is a bad thing. So the team in orange, Team Smith, just commits a turnover. That hurts the team because at the end of the day, your biggest way to get points is by winning quarters and by winning games. And that has been, Odyssey Sims went into the draft chanting 3-0, 3-0, knowing how much those win points mean. You get 150 points for an overall win and 50 points per player for quarter wins. Crystal Bradford with a head of steam. Looked like a LeBron crab dribble. No traveling violation called. And the ball goes back to Team Hillman.
Yeah, Crystal Bradford was determined to get that shot off.
Right? Gray attacking, getting it back to Brown for 3. Splash.
Welcome back, Lexi Brown. Downtown Lexi Brown.
Really been cool to see Lexi get some TV work done with the ACC network, but I am so glad number 4 is back on the floor.
Yeah, she's another one of those players. Reminds me of Lexi Hall in that they both defensively, they love to get after you, and also offensively, they love to stroke the ball as Lexi Brown is doing here deep with the 3. There's a reason why. Nas Hillman said, "I'll take you on my squad."
Cloud inside to Hillman. Got a step on Bradford. And then the turnover.
She dragged the back foot. It's a nice shot fake. Nice move. You know, when you think about it, Melissa Smith and Nas Hillman, this is both their second time being captain.
Right.
And when you look at their poise and just their draft and that take to the basket, right? You wouldn't know that they were rookies here at Athletes Unlimited.
Ball won't fall. Plaisance is there for the rebound. Melissa Smith 2-1 as a captain so far. Nas Hillman 1-2, looking to change that number.
Lexi Brown read that pass the whole way.
She's just a steal waiting to happen. Hillman driving into the double team. Pull-up jumper by Gray off the mark. Clarendon with the rebound. Lay has been fantastic. They have been so locked in the first couple of weeks here at AU.
Lay is another one of those players that if I'm a captain, I am drafting her on my team. And if Melissa Smith is knocking down the 3, you are going to be in for a long day because we know what she can do when she's in her 5 bag.
Cloud trying to stop the bleeding with a terrific take to the rim. But as you said, Smith, just her third three-pointer in 7 games so far. So that could be really lethal. Gray coming up with the steal, getting it to Lexi Brown. Brown's like, why do I have the ball in my hands? I'm used to the trail 3. What's happening here?
She's like, what do I do with it right now? Right. I just want to shoot it.
Great bounce pass from Cloud. Hillman can't connect. Plaisance is there for the rebound. Plaisance had an AU best on Saturday, 23 points and 4 rebounds. Seattle Storm fans are going to love her.
Yeah, because she can just flat out shoot the basketball and score. And she's smart. Her basketball IQ is out the roof. She understands the game, understands her strengths and weaknesses, and absolutely capitalizes on her strengths.
Jasmine Walker, step back 3. Hull is there for the rebound. Hull, Thompson steals and blocks. Just a defensive monster so far here at AU. Clarendon rattles it home.
Yeah, back to what I was saying about Lay earlier. She's one of those players that not just because of her basketball skills and ability, just her basketball IQ, her leadership. She is a player that you want to make sure you draft because you know she's going to lead your team to a victory.
Gray gets the 3 to fall. So now the Smith lead is down to 2, 10-8. Inside to Plaisance. Nice little 2-person game. That's the 2nd possession in a row where the person rolling to the basket couldn't make the hoop.
And unfortunately, sometimes the first quarter, and it's a new team. Let's not forget they just had a draft. It's a new team, so it's going to take maybe a quarter to get used to playing with your new teammates.
Heat check 3 by number 17. And Team Hillman has the lead, 11-10. Clarendon trying to get people to move without the basketball. Good defense by Team Hillman in blue. Shot clock getting very low, and Cloud comes up with the steal, trying to get it ahead to Gray. Not quite fast enough as Clarendon is there. Corner 3, Bradford. And that basketball will turn over to Team Smith. We're underway in week 3. How did we get here? Well, there was a draft. Savannah is going to take us behind the scenes next.
My fashion sense, if I had to put a word to it, would be finesse.
I guess the best way to describe it is versatile.
I never want to leave the house in anything that I'm not comfortable in.
You know, it changes over the years, just being comfortable with who you are.
Love the orange from the shirt, wanted to kind of pull it in with something else.
T-Swaggy, my nickname, double finger ring.
Everybody got swag for real. To be a ball player, everybody got your own style, your own type of swag.
Stay tuned this year for the fit check. T-Swaggy signing out.
Izzy Harrison, a career-high 40 points and 12 rebounds. We got to say, Izzy has been there, done that. Sometimes the game just looks so easy for her.
Yeah, like that was easy. Good pass.
Nice finish by Harrison. She's got 24. Izzy Harrison has a chance for 3.
Every time Izzy caught or touched the basketball, she made something good happen for her team.
Athletes Unlimited Basketball is brought to you by the Air National Guard. To learn how you can serve your way, head to goang.com. Great pictures of our Week 3 draft. Boy, time is flying in Athletes Unlimited Pro Hoops season number 2. And I tell you what, dollar for dollar, basketball has the best draft, period, full stop. Team Sims runs it back. 6 players wearing gold for a second straight week. Alicia Gray and Jordan Canada, the only players who have been picked in the first round in all 3 drafts. And the biggest movers, Lexi Brown moves up 17 spots. I think that has a lot to do with the fact that she was actually available to play. And Lexi Hall and Rebecca Harris also moved up 9 spots. For more, let's welcome in our insider. She is Savannah Collins and had a front row seat for the draft. Savannah, Smith and Hillman, both rookie captains trying to make some hay here in season 2. How did they differentiate themselves on Sunday's draft?
You know, I think what has made this particular game so exciting leading into this series of games is that their rise and their remain at the top has been so similar. In stat points, Smith is 3rd highest earner, Hillman's the 2nd highest earner. Then you look at MVP points. They've both earned 90 this season. 2-pointers, Smith 23, Hillman 25. And then rebounds, Smith 35, Hillman 31. So when it comes to how they're performing as individuals, it's so comparable. But then how they build their teams is similar too. A lot of times, like at this past week's draft, when Alyssa Smith picked Teresa Plaisance, Hillman was not happy about that. She said that's who she was going to get next. So they have a big back and forth, and something that Naz talked about is that she knows that as she continues to be a captain and builds teams, that the other captains pick up on her tendencies and who she wants to.
So let me ask you a question, Savannah. Did Alyssa Smith come in this week knowing that Kelsey Mitchell was a captain and say, I want my Indiana teammate?
Well, you know what's interesting is that this is going to be Kelsey's week without a single Fever teammate. But Naz, who was right behind her in the draft order, knew that Kelsey's probably going to go for a big first, so she wanted to go get that WNBA connection with Alicia Gray. She said, I knew Kelsey was probably leaning towards going to get a big, so it would open up Alicia for her. And then for Nalissa, her biggest regret from last week was not getting Lexi Hull. So she didn't mess around. That was her first pick this week. She did not want to miss out on her again.
Yeah, Lexi Hull has been amazing. So I could understand her wanting to draft Lexi.
Yes, Veronica Burton, 3-ball is off the mark. This is the Lexi Hull everybody in the Pac-12 saw play at Stanford. Probably didn't get, you saw glimpses in that first WNBA season with the Fever, but yeah, this is Lexi at her best.
Absolutely. She's so come into her own in these past couple of weeks. That was something I talked to her about in week 1, is just she wasn't performing exactly how she wanted to, but she knew coming to Athletes Unlimited, she trusts in her defense. Cindy, I know you've said it before, she defends like her life depends on it.
But like her ability to breathe depends on it. You betcha.
But she wanted to come into this league and develop as a shooter because she knows to stay on a W roster, you have to be able to do both.
Absolutely love it. What was your biggest takeaway from the draft, Savannah?
Well, you know, I think it was 3 of those captains were really comfortable, a little chippy, kind of going back and forth, but there was one that was very serious and very quiet, and that was Kelsey Mitchell. I think she was kind of getting used to being in that seat again. It's been a while, but Odyssey Sim, she was chanting 3-0. Nalissa and Naz are going back and forth, but Kelsey was locked in. She was like, I need to focus.
Yeah, Kelsey Mitchell hasn't been a captain since week 1 of last season, so I know she's relishing that. We'll see her work in the second half of our doubleheader. And Savannah, you'll be back for another chair chat with us in game 2 as well. Thanks so much for the insight. We appreciate you. Keep crushing it, please.
Definitely. I'll see y'all then.
Sounds
Thanks,
good.
Savannah.
Savannah Collins is all over it. Her and her Christina Williams have that beautiful preview show to get you set from week to week. AU's got it on lock.
Listen, Savannah, I'm sitting here like listening to her talk, and I'm like, maybe I need to take better notes.
Oh, before you pick your captains?
Yeah, because she's all over it.
Yeah, you know, and it's great because you have the fantasy aspect of the league this year, which is new, and Savannah just gets it all done all over the place.
Some great insight for anybody that might be doing the fantasy draft.
Right on. Speaking of, be sure to check out the Athletes Unlimited preview show co-hosted by Savannah Collins and Christina Williams. Tune into AU's YouTube channel every Wednesday at 5:45 Eastern throughout the basketball season. So you have 2 more opportunities to watch it. Check it out. It is amazing. 1 minute and 21 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. Team Smith on top, 13-11. Had a little issue with the clock, so that has been sorted. And here we go. 50 win points for the first quarter are on the line right now. Team Smith with the lead and the basketball. Defense locked in for Team Hillman.
Hearn is another one of those players that had a great week last week. Shooting the lights out of the ball from the 3, defending.
She's been in double figures 3 times already this season.
Just opportunity. Just got to be on the floor.
Right on. Rebecca Harris back on the floor. That's nice to see. She had a little bit of a knee issue last week. Veronica Burton getting it to Bellick. 3 ball is good. Team Hillman retaking the lead. So now it is the team wearing the blue jerseys, Team Hillman, on top 14-13 and in line for those 50 points per player for a quarter win. Foul behind Jenna Stady. Nice to see her back. She did not play in week 2, and she had an AU best 6 points in week 1.
And Christy Bellick is always making the most of her opportunity. She, too, has played really well in the past couple of weeks, and look to her to do more of that, knocking down the 3 ball.
Man, that was just her second made triple of her AU season. Her first here with Athletes Unlimited. It'll be ball out of bounds on the side for Team Smith wearing orange. Down a point. Hearn calling out the offense. Stady, little pick and roll. That's nice.
I love how Jenna Stady set the screen and then she just dove to the basket, kept the ball high. She never brought the ball down, which is important.
100%. They're going to get Burton for the offensive foul. Terrific defense by Hearn. And to your point on Stady, this is her first run as a professional basketball player. How about that?
Which is crazy, but she just has a great basketball body and just the smarts to understand who's guarding her, where her advantage is. And instead of popping to the 3, she immediately went right to the basket.
6'4" products played her college basketball at Georgia. So time winding down here in the first quarter. It's Team Smith on top of Team Hillman by a point. So those 50 quarter win points are in Team Smith's back pocket right now. But is that a turnover? Burton doing all she could to get that basketball to Team Blue. In fact, she went underneath one of our tables. Tremendous effort and energy from Veronica Burton.
Listen, and you think these women ain't serious? Good hustle, V. I think she should get some points for that.
Right? A positive turnover. If you come up with that steal, that helps your cause. And Plaisance will hold on to it as Smith holds on to that first quarter win, picking up 50 win points per player for everybody on the roster for Team Smith with that 15-14 advantage after the first 10 minutes of play. All right, we've got a lot more AU hoops coming your way. Thanks for spending part of International Women's Day with us. Do stick and stay. Welcome back to Fair Park Coliseum. We're set for quarter number 2. Team Smith has already pocketed 50 leaderboard points per player, winning that quarter 15-14. Of course, you can pat the captain on the back for a big part of that. 5 points on 2 of 3 shooting. What's working for NaLyssa Smith, Cheryl?
Yeah, to your point, Cindy, the captain herself is getting it done. She's getting in her big girl bag, attacking the basket, and also her three bag, shooting the 3. NaLyssa Smith is a problem.
For more on Ms. Smith, let's check in with the third member of our broadcast team. She is Mariluz Cook.
Thank you so much, Cindy. So I had an opportunity to chat with facilitator Zach Bunsick on his outlook on Team Smith and just how NaLyssa is doing as a back-to-back captain. So he said that the group as a whole brings veteran leadership to the table. And in terms of the captain, NaLyssa Smith, outspoken isn't the word to describe her, as we know, but he says the back-to-back captain is continuing to lead by example and knew her priorities going into the draft. One of those priorities was drafting a strong point guard, that being Laisha Clarendon. And in terms of team chemistry, the team is connecting well, and the continuity of NaLyssa, Cece Andrews, and Crystal Bradford is working to the benefit of the team. Back to you, ladies.
Thanks so much, Mariluz. Lexi Brown to beat the shot clock. Hello. As Team Hillman retakes the lead 17-15. Just like when Lex showed up in week 1, she missed the first game. Week 2, it's like, oh, let me just drain 5 3-pointers like it's nothing.
Well, and that's what she does. It's like she goes away, she comes back, she goes away. She's like, oh, but listen, just because I stepped away doesn't mean I still can't stroke it.
Right.
Alexi is a shooter.
So we're tied at 17. Battle for the loose ball. Air Hearn on the deck to get it. Getting it ahead to Danny McCray. How she saw Danny from her tuchus. Hello. Excellent play. Lexi Brown.
Great vision.
Trying to take Smith off the bounce. Couldn't. Jasmine Walker spinning and getting blocked by Plaisance. Little reminder, hey, I'm 6'5".
That is a nice defensive play and great hustle by Air Hearn. Have no idea how she found Danny McCray going to the basket. But that's an
from
assist.
her backside. That's the important part. She's on the ground. How did she see her?
And it was a perfect pass.
Right, Lexi Brown picking off a perfect pass. The thievery getting it to Burton all the way in, and an and one opportunity for Veronica.
Veronica Burton, I love the tenacity that she plays with. Offensively, she will attack the basket, she'll shoot it, but what I love about her game is just her toughness on defense, the hustle plays.
67% free thrower so far, doesn't get it, but Walker is there to clean up the mess. So a productive outing on the offensive end for Team Hillman with the lead 21-19 here in the second quarter. NaLyssa Smith doesn't get the roll. Bellick is there for the rebound. Burton looking for somebody to throw the basketball to, brings it up herself. Stop, pops. Can't convert, but
just go in.
Harris has the answer. Nice to see that ball go through the hoop for Harris. So Hillman extending its lead, 23-19.
Nas Hillman is coaching up her team.
Right? Youngest player here at AU and so engaged. Becca Harris trying to shake Air Hearn. Walker for 3. Oh, that's nice. Let me tell you a little something about Jasmine Walker. All she's done is come through with 4 straight games in double figures and an AU high her last game out of 19 points. She is getting in her bag, Cheryl.
Yeah, and is playing with more and more confidence every single week. Jasmine Walker is nice.
So is Teresa Plaisance.
She ain't too bad.
I know, I'm telling you what. She cut that lead down to 3, a 1-possession game. Advantage Team Hillman with the basketball. Harris, triple. Hoop wouldn't have it. Smith is there for the rebound. Hillman leading this quarter 12-8, the team in blue, after Smith, the team in orange, won the first quarter and the 50 points per player for the leaderboard along the way. Lexi Brown. She knew it all the way. She knew it all the way. We know you knew that, Lexi. We know. Woo! She is a bucket. Her third three-pointer already on the day, where she is 3 for 3 on the day, and Jasmine can stroke the rock too. We got a 6-point lead for Team Hillman.
The jury just sets the outfit off. It makes everything pop. Then we got the two-tone rollie, and I put that on backwards. So we're gonna put it on the right way to make sure the swag is immaculate. You see the bobs, and that's how I pick my fit.
The song "This Girl Is on Fire" comes to mind when you talk about Team Hillman and long-range shooting. 60%, Cheryl, 60% from 3. Welcome back to another season of Trees for Threes, presented by Aspiration. For every three-pointer made during this year's Athletes Unlimited basketball season, Aspiration is committed to planting 10 trees. Already, Team Hillman has planted 70 trees.
Well, when you have Lexi Brown, who's 3 for 3, you have Gray, who's 2 for 2, Belloc, who's 1 for 1. I mean, everyone on the squad is knocking down a tray.
6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. The lead is 6 for Team Hillman. Out of the timeout, what is Team Smith gonna draw up? Destiny Walker is on the floor, and she's whistled for steps. She wants an explanation. She's like, I didn't move my feet.
You know, when offensively, when it's going for you and it's contagious and everybody is shooting the ball well, you're moving the ball, you're scoring the ball, then it carries over to the defensive end. And you saw on that possession, Team Hillman just getting up in Team Smith defensively.
Harris with her second triple of the day. Team Hillman 8 for 13 from 3. Tosh Cloud loving it on the sideline.
Yeah, Rebecca Harris, nice stroke from D. Love how she gets herself open, wide open 3.
It's the biggest lead of the day for Team Hillman. Now the margin is 9. with under 6 minutes to play here in the second quarter. So Team Smith won the first quarter by a point, winning those 50 win points per player on the roster for the leaderboard. But boy, it has been Team Hillman dominating, winning quarter number 2 by double digits. Bradford at the rim. Is it going to miss from there?
Mr. Bradford, when she's aggressive and determined to score, she is going to find a way to get to the basket.
Well, in game 1, she came out with 21 and 14. She was a house on fire. Lexi Hall with the rebound. She's got a great handle, looking for somebody to pass to.
Oh, that's nice.
Bradford for 3. Burton is there for the rebound. This is the best game Burton has played, and we're only 15 minutes in. Harrison with a nice finish, and Harrison is feeling it too.
Well, Rebecca's probably saying, I got a few extra days of rest.
Right?
My legs are fresh. Let me show you what I can do.
Lexi Hull trying to stop the bleeding with the little floater. That was pretty.
Cindy, you mentioned Veronica Burton. She has a single woman press going on when Team Smith has the ball. She is picking Clarendon up full court. She loves to play defense.
So fun to see. Jasmine Walker picks up her first personal foul. So the ball will turn over to Team Smith. Down by 7 points. Tosh Cloud has checked back in. Her cheerleading duties on the bench are over. And she is on the floor with Team Hillman. Tosh trying to create the double team for Smith, who just fought right through it. And Cloud will pick up the personal foul. Cloud has energy for days, Cheryl. Where do you think that comes from?
I just think it comes from her personality herself. She enjoys the game. She enjoys playing. She enjoys being around her teammates. And I love the fact that Naz Hillman drafted Tosh Cloud. Another veteran leadership.
Shot clock getting real low. Bradford recognizing and gets the roll. Opportunity for a three-point play the old-fashioned way. That was a pretty move, Cheryl.
That was a nice little stanky step through. Good attack. Jasmine Walker.
Step through.
Stanky step through.
My favorite phrase so far in season 2.
And she finished. Now she's going to the free throw line.
Team Smith with the first opportunity at the free throw line so far this game. Bradford told us she was working on her free throws, and the proof is on the floor in front of us. It's a 4-point lead for Team Hillman.
I'm not saying she has not worked on them. I think a lot of that has to do with who's here watching her play tonight.
Oh, that's right. Mom's in the house. The lead is 4. It was once 9. Clarendon inducing the foul as they get Cloud for her second personal. A reminder, the new Athletes Unlimited Fantasy League is here. It's free and it's easy to play. Draft 4 players weekly and compete on the weekly leaderboard to earn prizes. Sign up anytime through week 3 and be entered to win an exclusive signed poster. Create your team today at auprosports.com/fantasy. Clarendon at the stripe. Leaves it off the front rim. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone right so far for Lay today.
Yeah, they're usually really good from the free throw line.
And Lay likes Wednesdays. Her best game in AU last Wednesday, 18 points, 7 dimes. Hillman, oh, what a sweet finish.
I see you, big girl.
Naz Hillman has hit double figures 4 times. The product out of Michigan leading beautifully.
You know, I love how Naz got deep position and just kept Crystal Bradford on her hip and rode her up the free throw line. There was nothing Crystal Bradford could do with that.
Hillman leaves that free throw short. Battle for the rebound, won by Gray. Terrific tenacity there. Harris feeling it and earns a trip to the free throw line. I think they're going to get Smith on the closeout. Cloud went flying. I'm going to have to see a replay here. conversation with our refereeing crew. Ashley Gloss is our crew chief. Dara Robinson-Ash and Jarrett Robinson. So Nalissa Smith does pick up the personal foul, her first. So it'll be ball out of bounds on the side for Team Hillman in blue. Team Hillman with the lead by 5. Nice find by Gray. Did all she could to keep it in bounds. Shot clock getting real low. Cloud denied at the rim. Clarendon, terrific defense and is on the run. And they're going to get Gray for trying to get a little too sticky with those defensive fingers.
Well, Clarendon was determined to attack in transition. And
She was
able to
going
draw the foul.
straight to the rim.
Oh, yeah, she was headed to the basket.
So Teresa Plaisance and Air Hearn checking back in for Team Smith as Crystal Bradford and Jasmine Walker take a seat. A little more than 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Just a 5-point game. The shooting has really upticked as Team Smith has made 5 of its last 7 field goals to erase that once 9-point lead by Team Hillman. Air Hearn for 3. Battle for the rebound won by Walker, tipped to her by Gray. Gray, pull up 3, back iron. That had a real heat check vibe. Smith, triple on the way. Okay, okay. 6'4" and can shoot the 3. No problem.
She has a nice stroke from the 3. Laysia Clarendon, a nice job of penetrating, getting a foot in the paint, kicking out to, I would say kicking out to her big girl, but that was a shooter.
That shot blocked that Harris wanted to go down as a 3. Air Hearn, great defense. Clarendon surveying. I love how they just call for people to move. That's so helpful. Like if things are getting stagnant.
Well, and then when you're playing with people you're not typically used to playing with, that's a great way to communicate. And here, Lay just penetrating, finding Nalissa Smith at the 3, knocking down her second 3 tonight.
Nalissa Smith leading all scorers, the only player in double figures with 10. 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter of play. 25 points, or check that, 50 win points on the line for the team that wins this quarter. Right now, it is Team Hillman on top, 22-19. Shot clock getting very low. Cloud recognizing, trying to get it to her captain, but they just ran out of time.
Great defense by Team Smith, that possession. It's always great defense when you can get the other team to turn the ball over with a shot clock violation.
CeCe Andrews on the bench, loving the defense from her team in orange. The lead, just 2. It was once 9, just about 4 minutes ago. Inside to the captain. Captain on captain. Smith doesn't get the roll. Walker is there for the rebound.
Good pass.
Nas Hillman with the finish. So smart that she let Smith run by her to create some space.
Well, and she knew Smith was there, but Nas Hillman just getting out, running the floor in transition. Gray finding her in transition. Nice pass, nice finish.
Air Hearn off the mark. Loose ball foul, they're gonna ticket Nalissa Smith. That's her second personal.
Nas Hillman just getting out in transition, allows Nalissa Smith to just run right by, and then she comes back and finish for easy 2.
Alicia Gray with a step. Cloud puts it on the deck. Back to Walker. And that was still blocked. Plaisance playing that beautifully. Hall with under a minute to go, stops and gets the roll.
Lexi Hall in transition in the open court is really nice. That's pretty.
Under a minute to go here in the second quarter of play. Team Smith won the 50 win points after the first quarter. Right now, Team Hillman is winning the second quarter. Walker blocked by Plaisance. Boy, play really came to play. Clarendon can't chase that down, so it will go back to Team Hillman.
Nice shot fake, but Play said, oh no, I didn't go anywhere. I'm still here.
I love that look on her face. This is not my first day.
Love defense, turning it into offense. Nice block. Lexi Hall just takes it, finishes in the paint for 2.
So Clarendon picks up a technical foul for throwing basically the ball into the stands. A little bit of frustration because she couldn't chase the turnover down. Ball don't lie, so the free throw was missed. And it will be Tim Hillman going back to work with a 2-point lead and the basketball. That's where I get a little upset, Cheryl. I don't know about you, but if emotion is shown, it's okay.
Yeah, and well, I mean, it didn't hurt anybody.
No.
That was just all a part of the game.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Shot clock low. Lexi Brown earns a trip to the free throw line. She's mad that she didn't get the 3 to go, but she can get it at the stripe.
Yeah, and when Lexi Brown missed that free throw off of the technical foul, no one enjoyed it better than Cece Andrews. She was celebrating when Lexi missed the free throw. She was like, yes, Paul don't lie.
She knows. Lexi Brown into double figures now with 10 after that free throw, and she'll get a couple more as she was fouled on the 3-point try. Automatic.
And she's not going to miss too many free throws.
So now she's got 11, looking to make it 12, and she does. And the lead for Team Hillman increases in the game and in the quarter. Now up 6 with time winding down. Plays on, 3, off the mark. Battle for the rebound, won by Smith at the buzzer. Wow, but still, it is Team Hillman winning the second quarter, 27-23, and it's Team Hillman in blue taking a lead to the locker room of 41-38. What did you like about this play, Cheryl?
Well, the effort. Melissa Smith says, shot goes up, I'm a rebounder. That's what I do.
All right, we are ready to step aside and turn it over to Mary Louise Cook for our halftime show. But before we do, we want to remind you, Team Hillman won 50 points per player for winning that second quarter, matching what Team Smith in orange did in quarter number 1. We're back with the halftime show on the Women's Sports Network and WNBA League Pass.
Medal is celebratory and you have full artist license. Just make it beautiful. So it all started with wanting to use used material, and we thought, let's use used balls. Thinking, well, how can I have the metal interact or collaborate with the ball material? The ball then inspired the shape. It needed to take the curvature of the ball. Handmade objects are imperfect. The reality is the machine bends it, the machine warps it. I'm hand polishing, hand hammering. It's machine and handcraft. They're 4.75 inches in diameter, which makes it like a Wonder Woman medal, and also big enough to hold its own on a wall, like as if it's a plaque.
Giselle, pick that thing up. Let's do it again. Giselle, here we go.
We are live coming to you from Fair Park Coliseum in Dallas, Texas. It is halftime, and at the half, we see that Team Hillman leads Team Smith 41-38. First quarter, we saw Team Smith take that one 15-14, and then second quarter, Hillman came back, outscoring them 27-23. Definitely a lot of fun here in Dallas, Texas, but year in, year out, we see WNBA players and just other women's basketball players go and play internationally to be able to continue working out and keeping their bodies healthy and continue playing. But Athletes Unlimited has provided such a unique opportunity for these players to get to play here domestically in the United States, has provided opportunities for families to be in attendance. We see Crystal Bradford's mom here from Michigan tonight. And so it's really special what it is that the opportunity that it's created for the women here. So we had an opportunity to sit down and chat with them about what it means to each of them. Let's take a look and see what some of them had to say.
AU now presents an opportunity for women to stay here, to play in front of their families.
There hasn't been an option like this for women's basketball players in America. So I'm just super excited, one, to be able to play stateside, and then two, for my friends and family to be able to see me as well. Like, nobody's seen me play in America since I was, in college.
I said yes because I wanted the opportunity to play, and I've always wanted the opportunity to play domestically. I do not want to go overseas.
It warms my heart. A lot of people don't like overseas. I decided not to go overseas this year. I just didn't feel like it was right for me to do so.
It's definitely a game changer. I haven't played here in the States in a decade, since college, so it's a really great experience and a great thing for women's basketball, and I'm super excited about it.
Come see Athletes Unlimited Basketball live in Dallas. Get great seats, player autographs, a shoot on the court postgame, and more, including Friday's All About AU theme game. Buy your tickets today at auprosports.com/tickets. All right, now I tell you what, it's been a fun first half here in Dallas, Texas. What's new? Lexi Brown here with a 3-12 first half points for her. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with more AU Pro Sports coverage for you.
When I say season 2 is ready to go, what goes through your mind?
Let's go! Woo! We may be in a different city, but the game is still the same.
That is good. I will have whatever Plaisance is having. Smith, pull up 3 to beat the buzzer.
Would you expect anything less than overtime on opening night? No, not at all.
She's so good.
Yeah, she's a baller.
We have a new AU record for three-pointers combined by both teams, 25. Stop it! Get that girl in asbestos suit. She's on fire.
Hey, it's 3-0. You know what time it is. They gotta call me GM Cora from now on.
My athlete cause this year is Beyond Type 1. It's a foundation for type 1 diabetes, which hits directly home for me with my older sister, Crystal.
I am playing for the Black Heart Association, and I am playing for it because I think it is so important to be educated on heart health, especially in the Black community.
The cause I chose to play for is the Ronald McDonald House in LA, and I wanted to play for this cause is because I really love kids and the youth, and I think it's extremely important to give back, and I think what Ronald McDonald is doing is super important, especially for kids who are struggling with illness.
The cause I'm playing for this season is the Mamba and Mambacita Sports Foundation, and I chose this because Kobe has had such a big impact on women's sports and promoting women's sports, and I just think that's what we need more of in the world, and that's something I want to play more for.
The Athlete Causes program, powered by Give Lively, allows athletes to play their season in part for the benefit of the nonprofit organization of their choice. At the end of the season, the nonprofit partner will receive a grant matching 100% of the athlete's season win bonus. I tell you what, a lot of fun in Dallas, Texas. As always, we see Team Hillman with the lead 41-38 after Team Smith took that first quarter, and then Team Hillman taking the second quarter. Now, live from the Sala Dinner Series in New York, hosted by Athletes Unlimited, we are excited to be joined now by Kate Barton, who is the Global Vice Chair at EY. Kate, thank you so much for joining us.
Mary Louise, I'm so happy to be here with you. Delighted to be live from New York.
Amazing. We are so excited to have you. Now, this is the second year of partnership between EY and Athletes Unlimited. What can you say that the association with these elite level athletes means to EY?
Oh, it means so much. First of all, just delighted to be here on International Women's Day, so that's great. I mean, this partnership that we've had with Athletes Unlimited has been really special. EY loves to see people do their passion each and every day, and to see women now have the opportunity to play sports after they graduate from school is so important. And we feel that sports teaches so many life skills that are needed in whatever you choose to do after you decide not to play sports. And so we just love the training that comes from this and the opportunity it's providing for women.
Amazing. Now, we know that you sponsor the Civic Leadership Award with AU. Why is civic leadership at the top of priorities for EY?
Civic leadership is so important at EY. First of all, we like to think globally, but act locally. And so community matters, and people that are making difference in the community is something that we want to recognize and make sure that folks really get the kudos that they deserve for doing something special. And I can't think of a better thing to do in Dallas next week. We're so excited to give that award out and to be part of this great movement.
So amazing, and I love that you're mentioning the word globally, because globally we are celebrating International Women's Day. Now, on this special day where we are recognizing women, what is it that EY is doing globally to elevate women in positions of power and decision making?
Well, at EY, our women are so important. I've had a great career at EY over 38 years, and I can't believe it. But what we're all about is making sure that we give back. And so as we look for new opportunities ahead, we also make sure that we have an arm down and that we're growing people behind us. So EY is all about creating opportunities. We now hire 52% of the people that enter EY are in fact women. And we make sure that they have opportunities to learn and grow in our organization. Much like sports, we're all players, coaches. We mentor, we sponsor, and then they become equity owners in our great firm. And so many of the attributes that are happening in women's sports that are being fostered by Athletes Unlimited is all about the traits we're looking at for our women too at EY. So whether it's teamwork, resilience, goal orientation, results, all of that's super important, Mary Louise. So we're really excited to be here.
Amazing. Kay Barton, Global Vice Chair at EY. Thank you so much for your time today, for joining us, and happy International Women's Day to you.
Same to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with more AU Pro Hoops.
If you could design a league from scratch, what would it look like? Athletes Unlimited is a network of professional sports leagues. This is an athlete-led organization.
The thought that keeps running through my head is, look at this thing we built.
Oh my!
Blocked by Harrison.
Hensel left hand again. Another block.
This is competition in its truest form.
McClenny lays out and snags it. Puzo! McMahon score!
Nice move.
I see you.
In my wildest dreams, I could not have described this.
Welcome back to Fair Park Coliseum here in Dallas, Texas. We're ready for the second half between Team Hillman and Team Smith. A reminder, our friends at the Caesar Sportsbook had Team Smith favored over Team Hillman by 3.5, but it's Team Hillman with the lead. We did have 3 ties and 7 lead changes. This game has had a little bit of everything. With the Hall of Famer Cheryl Swoops, I'm Cindy Brunson. Third member of our broadcast team is Mary Louise Cook, and we are so very glad to have you along the way on WNBA's League Pass and the Women's Sports Network. And hey, if you are enjoying this watch, tell your friends. We want people to watch these Hoopers. They deserve their flowers.
Yeah, it's great basketball. Not only the talent that they bring on the court, as Lexi Hall finishes easy for 2, but their personalities. Like, there's something different that these players bring. The chair chats, it's an opportunity for you to get to know these players outside of basketball. So most definitely, tell your friend, tell your cousin, tell your mom and them, tell them all.
Bring them all in front of the TV. Gray has her pocket picked by Nalissa Smith. Team Hillman will keep possession of the basketball. Team Hillman on top by 1, 41-40.
Well, and Nalissa Smith is saying ref, it went off her leg. We should be going the other way.
But Nalissa's like, y'all haven't been listening to me all night, so why would you start now?
Why would you start in the third quarter?
Right, Smith picking up her 3rd personal foul, so that will be something to keep an eye on as Gray, the product of South Carolina, heads to the free throw line. Alicia's best game happened in game 2 of AU Pro Hoops. She scored 23 points, had 5 rebounds, a couple of dimes. Gray completing the 3-point play the old-fashioned way. as Team Hillman extends its lead 44-40, led by as many as 9 in the first half of play. That is a turnover as Cloud was playing great defense in front of Alyssa Smith. Cloud gets it to Gray. That 3 is lush.
She knows who has the hot hand right now. The 3 was luscious.
Gray now with a dozen points. Clarendon answers with a triple of her own. They now have 6.
They said right back at you.
Team Hillman on top by 4. Gray off the bounce, kicking it out to Hillman, who finds Lexi Brown. Downtown is feeling it. She's got 15.
Listen, when you have shooters like Brown and Gray, you better find them.
I don't want to pat myself on the back, but I did mention the great draft that Hillman had off the top of the show. Thank you.
I got you.
Thank you.
I got you.
Thank you. Shooters.
Yeah. Yeah, Nas has a nice draft.
Off the mark is Walker there from long range. Bradford with the basketball, looking for a guard. Gets it to Clarendon, who finds Smith. 3 on the way, off the mark. Don't be surprised that she took it. She hit a couple in the first half. Cloud bouncing to Hillman. Nice step. And doesn't get the roll.
That's a nice move. Nice take by Nas.
So Hillman's on top by 7. That's the team in blue. Alyssa Smith, the captain, leading the team in orange. Plaisance. Oh, that's so pretty.
That's the player that Team Smith needs to find a way to get going this half. Teresa Plaisance can score in so many ways. Well, Alyssa Smith almost already has a double-double in the first half. From an offensive standpoint, we know what Lexi Hull's going to bring, but Teresa Plaisance has the ability to score, put up a lot of points in a short period of time. They got to find a way to get her going. And especially when you have this going on Team Hillman. You got Gray from deep, nothing but net. And Lexi Hull said, I want a little bit of that action. Splash. Lexi can shoot that thing.
Lexi Brown leading all scorers with 15 points. Alyssa Smith just picked up her 4th personal foul, so the captain has to sit and take herself out of the game. So it's Plaisance, Danny McCray, Lexi Hull steals leader at AU and comes through with a nice live ball turnover. That's a great example of what Hull has been ever since she stepped on the floor here at AU.
And when you look at Hull, she came into tonight's game 6th on the leaderboard, and it's because she contributes to the game in so many ways. Defense, rebounding, steals, blocks, scoring.
Lexi Brown. Oh, the hoop wouldn't have it. That is just a shame.
How dare you?
Right? Sorry. My girl's in her zone. Let her have that.
That was nice.
Clarendon. Short. Rebound putback Plaisance. No. Battle for the loose ball won by Bradford. Trying to get around Gray. Kicking it to Plaisance. 3 on the way. That's wet.
That's where she wanted it from. She was like, I don't want to. I want 3.
We are tied at 50. Just like that. 6 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter of play. Each team won the 50 win points for quarter wins, and Gray can slash like few can in pro hoops.
And finish. She said, not only do I shoot 3s, but I can attack the basket.
Gray with 14, Brown with 15. That's 29 points from the shooters combined. Walker almost lost the handle, gets it back, bouncing to Cloud. Cloud trying to get around Plaisance, and does.
Tasha looks very refreshed this week. She might be on a mission.
Did she take a spa day or something?
I don't know.
She just seems relaxed.
She does.
Right?
She does.
Team Hillman on top by 4. 5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter of play. Bradford trying to spin against Gray. Trips herself up, and they're going to ticket Gray with the personal foul.
We got a good one here in Dallas. Lexi Hall getting in the passing lane, turning defense to offense for an easy deuce. And Teresa Plaisant says, I don't only do twos, I do threes. It's good.
The game is not the only thing we have passion for. And it's certainly not the only thing we have to fight for. Athletes Unlimited and Give Lively have partnered to build a program called Athlete Causes. Now, our athletes are empowered to bring the game they love and the causes they believe in together. At the end of each season, the bonus earned by each athlete is matched by the Give Lively Foundation and donated to the organization of their choice. The Athlete Causes program contributes over $150,000 across various charities each season, and that number keeps growing. The causes that matter to us off the field and the court now matter on too.
There's power in my voice.
When I use it.
To speak up for a cause.
To encourage the person next to me.
To help us hear the voiceless.
To represent my people.
To shine a light on the truth.
To show others what is possible.
To change the course of history.
To remind you of the power in yours.
There is power in your voice.
But only when you use it.
Things pretty much even here in the third quarter between Team Hillman and Team Smith, with the team in blue up 13-12. Air Hearn on Team Orange, that is Team Smith. Air Hearn already with double-figure scoring 3 times already this AU Pro Hoop season. She learned how to hoop at Memphis exceptionally well under head coach Melissa McFerrin. Our Mariluz Cook is standing by with the coach right now. Mariluz.
That is right. We have Melissa McFerrin here, who spent some time coaching Air Hearn, who we're getting to see play tonight. How special is it getting to see her now playing professionally in this league, Melissa?
Well, I've known Ariel for so long, but getting her to see her play as a pro and perfecting her craft and just loving life with the basketball in her hand, that's what's really special for me.
Now, we were chatting and you were saying that since she was 16 years old, she's the type of person that she just loves to be around the gym. And that's something that is still consistent to this day. But you were sharing with me some of the ways that you've seen her improve since she was 16. Can you tell me a little bit about ways that you've seen Air grow?
Well, as every player, they want to be an offensive player. They want to do everything on the offensive end. Well, I challenged Ariel in her freshman year, not just to be an offensive player, but to be a defender. So I have to really give her kudos. She took a charge today. She's getting over ball screens. She is, she's improved in so many ways, but I think the way she's improved the most is just her maturity in the game, understanding the game, how to execute it on the court, and most of all, how to get the ball to the right people.
Now, you were sharing with me that you have been watching the broadcast before getting here to Dallas, and I know that you had dinner with her last night. So here, something unique about Athletes Unlimited, they don't have coaches. They have facilitators who can help guide a little bit, but I mean, we're relying on the captains here. So what was some of the coaching advice that you gave her that maybe she hasn't received in a while?
Well, the first thing that happened is she She took me for a steak dinner. That always happens. So I let her get through her steak before we started talking, and I just told her, I said, it's real talk now. I said, first of all, you got to quit making fundamentals or passes that are lacking in fundamentals. And she laughed, and she goes, I got you, Coach. I threw one out of bounds the last game. And then we just talked about some of the things about her game that I saw, getting over ball screens, chasing screens and staying closer to the shooter. On offense, instead of just looking for her offense and for other people's offense, how to create for other people on her team that are obviously proven players. And she is such a team player and loves the game that she just shook her head and said, you know what, I kind of like this little coaching session.
Amazing. I'm sure she really appreciated it. Now, I see you've got your hoodie on here representing Athletes Unlimited. I know it's chilly in the building, but it's great to have that on you. Now, what would you say has impressed you most about Athletes Unlimited?
Well, I'll tell you what, I just love the concept. I love walking into a gym. Obviously, I've watched basketball and coached basketball my entire life. But I just love the concept that not just winning the game matters, but winning a quarter matters. The leaderboard, the motivation that they have to stay together as a team, the way that they talk on the court without a bunch of structure, and the structure that they do have has been player determined. And I think that is just fantastic. I've been really impressed with the way that they communicate on the floor and the way that, just sound basketball concepts come out in the play on this court.
It's a lot of fun here. Such a unique concept, and it really is cool. It really is player-driven.
It's fantastic, and these young women are so impressive, not only as players, but now as managers and keepers of the game.
Sure thing. All right, Melissa McFerrin, thank you so much for joining us. So cool of you to make the trip to see Air Hearn out here. Appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Back to you, ladies.
All right, thanks so much. Appreciate that. Air Hearn with 3 dimes. And is trying to help her team get this victory. What's impressed you most about Air Hearn here in Season 2, Cheryl?
Just her confidence. We knew last year that she could shoot the rock, but this year coming in with a lot more confidence, and to Coach Melissa McFerrin's point, defensively, Air Hearn, I don't know what she did at Memphis, but I know here, Air Hearn seems to like defense. I don't know how much she liked it at Memphis, according to Melissa.
Didn't sound like it was her favorite.
Yeah, but she's definitely grown on both sides of the ball, and it's been a pleasure to be able to watch her play.
Very cool to see, indeed. Team Hillman on top, 58-53. And on top in this third quarter by 2 points with the basketball shot clock getting very low. Burton recognizing, had to get it up, and that is a shot clock violation. So Crystal Bradford checking back in. Alyssa Smith on the floor with 4 personal fouls. She's already got a double-double as well, as she's got 12 points and 10 rebounds. And it will be Team Smith ball wearing orange on the side as Air Hearn brings it up the floor. Two minutes to go here in the third quarter. Air Hearn back to plaisance. Shot clock very low. Walker recognizing, floater off the window. That'll work.
I love when the shot clock's running down and you know it, and you find a way to get a bucket.
Gray untying things in the quarter just like that. Alicia now with 17.
And she knows how to get a bucket too, or 3.
I tell you what, the one thing I'm happy that she didn't start trend-wise was leaving school early to go to the W. Remember, she left South Carolina with some eligibility on the table, and that scared me to death. I thought, oh my gosh, if folks start doing that, the college game is gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, that's the one thing I do love about the W players not really leaving college early to go and play pro.
Yes.
And it's always nice to be able to stay and work on your game and get better before you take it to the next level.
Right. Okay, Mary Louise, you got to be ready to catch the basketball.
I was ready.
I know you were ready, Cheryl. My question is Mary Louise, because the ball came right at her. So.
Yeah, you got to be ready, Mary Louise.
There we go. Read and react. $1:28 on the clock. Team Smith down by 6. And another turnover by Team Smith in orange. Gray finding her captain, and Naz earns a trip to the free throw line. Nice pocket pass by Alicia.
Just beautiful basketball right there. This was not so beautiful.
Oh, Mary Luz, you can't be afraid of the round orange basketball. It's your friend.
Oh my gosh, she was like, it's going to hurt me.
We love you, Mary Luz. We love you.
It was smooth, though. It was smooth.
Hillman gets the first free throw to go. She has to be happy. Her team has the lead, and she has yet to hit double figures. That's got to be a good sign for Team Hillman.
But she is that player that's capable of hitting double figures anytime. But the thing I see when I look at Team Hillman is how hard all of her players play, and they seem to really be enjoying playing for her as their captain.
Team Hillman on a 13-5 run, thanks in large part to that defense. Bellick coming up with a steal. Empty possessions continue for Team Smith wearing orange. Less than a minute to go here in the third quarter. Team Hillman winning the game and the quarter. Tosh Cloud off from three. Clarendon has the rebound. They are on the run. Step through. Doesn't get the finish. Gray with two players to beat. Tried to kick it over to Cloud, and Clarendon was all over that.
Well, Gray was like, I have too many options. I thought she was going to take it.
Jasmine, or Destiny Walker rather, connecting from three. And so the lead that was once stout shrinks for Team Hillman, up 63-58. Just a 2-point lead for Team Hillman here in the quarter, with those 50 quarter points per person on the roster on the line. Shot clock into single digits. Gray recognizing, trying to do the two-person game. Clarendon all in Gray's hip pocket, forcing that air ball. Terrific defense.
Yeah, that's great defense. You know what they're playing for. Both teams want to win this quarter so that they can get the 50-point quarter win. Lasia Clarendon just D'd up Gray and said, if you're going to score, I'm not going to make it easy.
2-point lead. Clarendon kicking it to the corner. Walker, three, beats the buzzer. How about that? Destiny Walker with 1.5 on the clock, giving Team Smith the lead. Half-court heave by Burton does not go. So a terrific way for Team Smith to come back and win that quarter, 23-22. And oh, by the way, it's just a 2-point game as we head till the final 10 minutes. Team Smith with the quarter win, 23-22, and the 50 points per player that go along with it. We see you, Destiny. We see you. Look at this lead and what it means. What jumps out at you?
That gave me goosebumps.
Mitchell. Gracious, Tosh.
I don't even know what to say except, ooh.
You want to see bucket getters all over the floor? Check and check. And Lexi Brown with the dagger.
What an exciting time to be an athlete, to be a woman. Not only have we arrived, but we are here to stay.
We're back here at the Fair Park Coliseum. You see Simone Augustus drawing up plays for her captain, Naz Hillman. What a terrific game so far for Team Hillman with the lead going into the fourth quarter. But it was Team Smith coming back to win that third quarter on a last-second 3 by Destiny Walker. And we need to go into the game with our friends at the Air National Guard. Here's the captain, Hillman.
I know how to say your full name.
We're up 2 for the quarter, about to be
No, we're down 2.
I'm sorry, down 2 in the quarter.
This wasn't our best quarter, and we were down 1. Like, 1 point. As soon as we get it flowing and going, like, we'll be good. I feel like as soon as our defense gets going, our offense will be the next team to flow. We get stops, we get out and get in transition. Get into her! Straight up! Get into her! Straight up! Straight up! That was gonna happen, but at least she was into her. We knew that was gonna happen. Yes.
Look, Naz Hillman set a single-game record with 834 points last Friday because her team won a bunch of quarters and the game. She knows what's on the line, Cheryl.
Yeah, and there's a reason why she's a captain, because she knows what's on the line. She knows how to be a leader. Not only did they win a lot of games, Naz was putting up her own individual numbers as well. And I love what she said in that timeout. Basically, let's get some stops on defense, turn our defense to offense, and we'll be back in this game.
Alyssa Smith tying the game with her 14th point. It's an 8-0 run dating back to the last quarter for Team Smith. Burton kicking it back to Walker. She thought about the 3, bouncing to Belloc. That's pretty.
That's nice, little post-to-post pass action.
Destiny Walker getting it to her captain, Smith. Plaisance off the mark. Rebound goes to Harris. A unique feature we have at Athletes Unlimited is something we call a chair chat. It's when a player steps into a chair, sits down, puts on a headset. We get to talk about hoop. And now we are joined by A.B. Bannister. And let's talk about that 3 in the third quarter. You unleashed that thing like nothing. It was beautiful.
Thank you so much. I'm a shooter, so, you know, I kept saying, I was like, you know, when I get in the game, if I get an open one, I'm going to take it. And I saw the opportunity, so I took it, and it went in.
You said you're a shooter, so you're basically saying, shooters gonna shoot.
Yes, ma'am. Anytime
and it was a nice,
take
yes,
it.
ma'am, and it was a nice shot.
Thank you, thank you.
AB, how have you been staying up and staying ready when your number's called, which your number was just called?
So I don't know if you guys know, but I've kind of been injured this season. My first week here, I actually ended up straining my hamstring. So I had been out, you know, I hadn't had the chance to really practice fully or even play. So I just had been doing a lot of rehab and a lot of PT. And on the days when I can't get in the gym with Coach Danielle Viglione, I get in the gym with her and, you know, just keep getting my shots up and, you know, doing the little bit of movement that I can do. And just, you know, like I said in the last time I spoke, you know, just staying ready, you know, when that number is called. And that's what I've just been doing, you know, focusing on the little things I can do until I can play. So it felt good to just be back out on the court today. So I was super, super excited to see that 3 go in as well.
Well, we were super excited as well, AB.
Yes,
what did you learn at East Carolina that has prepared you for this AU run?
Honestly, ECU taught me a lot. I went through different things at ECU, you know, from tearing my ACL, and my grandfather passed, and, you know, and I gained a lot of weight at East Carolina. I don't know if you guys seen any old pictures of me, but I used to weigh like 215, 220 pounds.
Shut the front door. Wow.
I'm so serious. So there, you know, I really just learned a lot of mental toughness, you know, just dealing with certain things all at once. And that's really like the main thing. And then, you know, just being able to mentally, you know, put it in my head that, you know, I just wanted to, you know, get my weight off. And, you know, that's pretty much it. The main thing at ECU was just mentally being tougher and stronger and just, getting my body right so I could, be prepared for moments like this when these opportunities do come.
Right on.
Yeah, and you are absolutely ready for your number to be called. So here's my last question for you. For someone who has never tuned in to Athletes Unlimited, I don't know why they wouldn't have tuned in, but for someone out there who hasn't, what would you say to them about tuning in to watch Athletes Unlimited?
I honestly would say Athletes Unlimited is the next best, closest thing to the WNBA. There's a lot of great talent out here, and if you love the WNBA, then you will love Athletes Unlimited. And Athletes Unlimited, with the scoring system and with winning the quarters and stuff, I think it's very, very entertaining. So if you're out there and you haven't watched a game before and you are tuning in today for your first time, just keep giving it a watch because Athletes Unlimited is doing something amazing and very special, and I just can't wait to see what comes in the future because it's truly a dope experience, and I wish everybody could experience it, whether they're here or being a player, but it's something that everyone would enjoy.
Thanks so much for the time, AB. Watch this game back on WNBA League Pass. We played your three-pointer while we were talking to you, kiddo.
Thank you so much. I truly appreciate talking to you guys.
You got it.
Thank you.
Yes,
all right. Now help your team win. That's AB Bannister. What a great kid. Lexi Brown putting Team Hillman back on top 68-67. We have a free throw opportunity here for Team Smith, as Destiny Walker will go to the free throw line. Lexi's shrugging her shoulders like, what did I do? So it'll be Destiny at the free throw line. She is taking her first free throw of this season. It's good. Be sure to check out all of the brand new Athletes Unlimited basketball gear for 2023, including the new player and number tees and the Every Moment Counts collection. Go to shop.auprosports.com to purchase yours today. So Team Smith with the lead by 1, under 7 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter of play. Walker almost coming up with the steal, playing terrific defense on Gray. And so Team Hillman resetting its offense.
Destiny Walker has been a big reason why Team Smith has gotten back in this game, and Lexi Brown has been an even bigger reason why.
Lexi Brown, 6 for 8 shooting from 3. She's got 21 points to lead all scorers. Team Hillman on top, 71-69. We're tied at 8 points apiece here in this fourth quarter, rather. Air Hearn with the shot clock winding down, trying to get around Gray. Gets to the rim, blows the bunny. Rebound, put back, no. Was it a shot clock violation or a foul? It was a whistle before the violation, so Smith, she knew. She walked right to that free throw line. Melissa Smith already with a double-double. She's got 14 and 12, but is 0 for 2 at the free throw line. Are you surprised by that?
I am, because Melissa usually steps up to the free throw line and knocks him down with ease.
All right, it looks like we have a challenge, and we have a replay official, also something that is unique to Athletes Unlimited Pro Women's Basketball. Our replay official is John Fullalove, so let's check in. John, what do you have?
Set up. Okay. Okay, all right. Got it, okay. And then foul? Okay. All right, ladies, so we're not going to have a review here. What happened was the shot clock was not reset, so we should have had a full shot clock cycle. So it's a common foul, and we'll just line everybody up and shoot.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you so much, John. Appreciate you. Again, unique to Athletes Unlimited that teams have the ability to look at a replay via a captain's challenge a couple of times during a game. Once in the first 38 minutes, and then another time with final 2 minutes of the quarter, in the fourth quarter and in overtime. So Smith 0 for 3 now from the free throw line. And when you are down 2, you can't be missing free throws, Cheryl.
Yeah, that's mental. I think anytime, especially for a player like a Melissa Smith, typically she goes to the line and she knocks him down.
Yeah, 81%.
Yeah, she's just in her head right now.
All right, she heard us. She gets 1. And now the lead is 1 for Naz Hillman and company wearing the blue jerseys. Hillman spinning. and an offensive foul is whistled against Hillman. What do you think? I know that chuckle. That's a very knowing Cheryl Swoops chuckle.
Well, I mean, I'm laughing because I seen Alyssa Smith too. She was like, "Ooh, I got me one." No.
That's a big risk. She's got 4 personal fouls, Smith.
Yes, she does.
Okay.
And I think the laugh or the smile from her was, whew, I got away with one.
I like that. I like that a lot. Air Hearn bouncing into her captain. Pass a little bit off the mark. Shot clock into single digits. Double team coming. Smith can't get it over Hillman. And here comes Team Hillman ahead. Jasmine Walker gets the roll. A little bit of a shooter's touch for Walker. She now's got 7 points to go along with 5 rebounds. The lead 3 for Team Hillman. 5 minutes to go. Team Hillman also leading by 1 here in this 4th and final quarter with those 50 points per player on the leaderboard on the line. Shot clock low. Hearn 3 is good. Now that's the way to get your first basket of the day with your former coach in the house.
Okay, she must have heard Coach Melissa talking about her in the timeout.
We're tied at 73. Natasha Cloud reversing well. Oh, Tosh. I like that a lot. Lexi Hull. Nice little jumper, it won't fall. Bradford, rebound, putback, yes. Crystal Bradford is into double figures with 10 to go along with 5 rebounds. We're tied at 75. Smith up 14-12 in this 4th quarter. Lexi Brown trying to find some space for another 3. Nas Hillman earning a trip to the free throw line. Is it Bradford or is it Smith? We'll figure it out when we come back.
And we got a good one. Air Hearn from deep getting into the books. And Natasha Cloud, I see you, sweet reverse.
It's a special moment for everyone who's ever played volleyball in the United States.
Best players in the world with an opportunity to showcase the sport that they love.
And the finish.
Beautiful butter coming off the hand.
Athletes Unlimited volleyball happens everywhere. Big dig
You
there.
can do it all. We are being treated to some exceptional volleyball.
Choices, we using our voices, helping the voice.
voiceless. We stand for a cause, not fighting for straws. We changing the laws, we give it our all. It's a bigger picture, we paint the walls. We are unlimited. Look at the game, we changing it all. We unified on the front line for the one time. Just one grind, no divide. When we ride, use one voice, then we shine.
It's Lexi Brown's world, and we're just living in it. She leads all scorers with 21 points on 6 of 8 shooting. Cheryl, those 6 made triples have tied an AU record for made three-pointers in a single game, and we still have 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter.
So you tend to think she's going to break the record?
I want her to break the record.
Well, if anybody can do it, Lexi Brown can.
Right?
Yeah.
And let me take you back
fire.
to last season when I asked you which player on the floor reminds you most of you. You said Lexi Brown.
I did, and not because of her three-point shooting. Like, I was an okay three-point shooter. I wasn't a Lexi Brown three-point shooter. But the overall play, like offensively, defensively, getting out in transition, getting in passing lanes, that's what I like to do on defense.
Team Hillman on top by 2. And with those free throws, Nas Hillman into double figures with 10 points and 7 rebounds. Terrific save by Clarendon. Just like that, we are tied again.
I feel like Lay is finally beginning to get their feet underneath them. And from week 1, it was like, let me get back into it. Let me understand the system. And from week 1 has just gotten better and better and better. And it's so nice to see.
What a finish by Nas. She's got a dozen. Back and forth we go. Team Hillman on top by 2. Clarendon into Nalissa Smith. Gives up her dribble. Out to Plaisance. That's a nice safety valve to have at 6'5". Crystal Bradford.
Oh, that's tough.
Crystal Bradford now with a dozen points to go along with 5 rebounds. Team Smith with the lead in the quarter by 2. We're tied in the game at 79. It's the 11th time we've been tied tonight. I think it's safe to say these teams are evenly matched, Cheryl. Lish blocked by Smith. Bradford ahead of the defense, tried to get cute, and then turns the basketball over.
Oh, you have to complete that. Great play defensively. You got to finish the layup.
Gray earning a trip to the free throw line. Looks like she needs a minute. Head athletic trainer is Natalie Trotter as Gray stays down. Alicia Gray has been terrific today, and it's good to see her getting helped up by her teammates. She's got 17 points on 4 of 5 shooting from 3.
She is another one of those players that is going to leave it all out on the floor from the tip to the horn sounds at the fourth quarter.
So Gray makes the first one. The Unlimited Club provides great benefits, including weekly meet and greets and other league and player engagements, all starting at $20. Upgrade to UC Gold and get a gold box, which includes great items like an exclusive jersey and a Tosh Cloud bobblehead. Sign up today at auprosports.com/membership. Great to see Gray up and shooting those free throws beautifully. As a result, Team Hillman has the lead 81-79. Gray now with 19 points. Lexi Hall getting involved. Team Smith with the lead, 82-81. With 2 minutes to go, Tosh Cloud earning another trip to the free throw line. And our in-game leaderboard looks like this. Leigh Clarendon leading the way. They are on top. Lexi Brown right there with those AU career high tying 6 made three-pointers. And it is Team Smith with a 3-point lead in this quarter, as well as a 1-point lead in the game. So Tosh Cloud can move up the leaderboard right here in the game with some made free throws that her team needs. Cloud missing a free throw. That is stunning. She's shooting almost 90% this season.
I won't even say it's your fault.
It's not. I didn't say nothing about her free throw percentage. She made the second one. I'll wear it when I say the number, but if I wait until they shoot, that's not my fault.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just not. Jeez, I get blamed for enough, Cheryl.
It's good to know. I got you.
Steal by Bellick. It winds up with Cloud. Tosh looking for teammates wearing blue. Tied at 82, no longer. Tosh puts her team in front. Cloud now with 9. Matching her jersey number. Boy, you talk about clutch. That is Cloud.
Well, and this is why you love having vets like Cloud on your squad.
Smith spinning against Hillman. Hillman cannot believe a whistle blew. Will she call for a challenge? That she can, because she's the captain. Tons of frustration. Talking with her facilitator, Simone Augustus. What do you see?
I saw ball, but I'm surprised she's not challenging it.
I am now Tosh Cloud is making the signal, and Naz wants to replay this foul call. And because we're under 2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, the challenge is legal and can be made by the captain, Naz Hillman. So we have the unique feature of the captain's challenge in play, which means we got to check in with our replay official. First, a reminder, 2 challenges per team per game. And what can be challenged? A called personal foul like we just witnessed, or an out of bounds call. So let's check in with our replay official. His name is John Fullilove.
Okay.
John, what do you have?
So, ladies, we're going to take a look at, there's a challenge on this play by Blue. The foul was on number 16, Blue, shooting foul. We're going to take a look and see what we have there.
All right, thanks so much. And Cheryl, let's take a look at home with what the fans can see. What do you see?
From that angle, I don't see the foul. From that angle, I don't see the foul.
I don't even see it with the body. And here's the thing.
No,
Naz Hillman doesn't complain about anything. So for me, it's her reaction that makes me think, hold up, let me see a replay.
Because she meant that.
Because she just, you know, it's the lunch pail. It's do the work. It's just so non-hyper. And so for her to get that engaged made me think, okay, right there is, I don't see her hand on hand. I'll leave it to you, Hall of Famer.
Well, I'm going to leave it to the ref. But I see her hitting the ball.
All right, let's check back in with our replay official, John Fullilove. What's the verdict?
So, review, we're going to show that as a shooting foul on number 16. When you review the play, you'll see that she gets a little bit of ball, but she gets the player's right wrist on her follow-through. Right here. See it there? So we're going to uphold the foul on the call, and the challenge is unsuccessful.
And if you can see Cheryl Swoops right now, she has her thumbs down, John. But thank you for that explanation. We always appreciate your hard work. Cheryl, that was hilarious. You knew he could see you across court, and you were just like, nope. No.
He said that's why he's over there and I'm over here, right?
All right. So Alyssa Smith's team has 5 players in double figures, including the captain herself.
The challenge is ruled unsuccessful.
Athletes Unlimited Basketball is brought to you by the Air National Guard. To learn how you can serve your way, head to goang.com. Taking a look at some images from an exciting week 2 where we had our first Elam overtime ending. What that means is if teams are tied, we go to the extra stanza, can't decide anything. The second overtime, it's decided by 1st to 7, and man, that was exciting. Team Orange prevailing in that scenario. Right now, it's Team Orange led by Nalissa Smith trying to take a lead here at the free throw line after Naz Hillman lost her captain's challenge. So Smith, where she has struggled at the free throw line, opportunity to put her team into a tie. She gets the first one to go. She's got 16.
Yeah, and Naz Hillman was not happy that she lost that challenge.
But again, she was so demonstrative. And, you know, I appreciate the replay officials looking at things, but I'm with you, Cheryl. Thumbs down. I did not see that foul. So Smith is able to hit them both. She's got 17, one of 5 players wearing orange in double figures. Destiny Walker with a dozen. Bradford with a dozen, Clarendon with 10, Hull with 14, led by Smith with 17. Tied at 84 and a turnover. Crystal Bradford's got it. And she gets it smartly to Plaisance, who puts it on the floor. She's attacking, leaves it short, gets her own rebound, dumps it off to Bradford, up and in, and the CB flex. We love to see it. Bradford's got 14.
Welcome back, Crystal Bradford.
Right, Team Smith with the lead by 2 in the game and by 4 in the quarter. Lexi Brown bottled up by Lexi Hull. Tosh serving, shot clock getting low. Bellick pulls it back and hits.
That's a nice step back, Jay Bellick. I see you.
We tied at 86. Under 40 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Team Smith with the basketball and the lead here in the fourth quarter by 2. And the 50 points per player on the roster that gets those leaderboard points as well. Shot clock at 5. Smith swinging it to Plaisance. 3 on the way. Hoop wouldn't have it. Battle for the rebound, won by Bradford. She thought she was fouled. No call. Jump ball is called. And a timeout as Smith had possession of the basketball before the jump. And so it will be Team Smith with the basketball. Tosh Cloud wants an explanation, and remember, you only get the one captain's challenge in the final 2 minutes, and Naz Hillman used it and lost. So I know Cloud doesn't like this call, but Naz Hillman can't do anything about it.
I mean, you can't challenge it. The only thing you can do is come out and play defense.
Right, because a jump ball would have been beneficial to Team Hillman for sure, especially since they are down here in this quarter. But right now, with the shot clock and game clock almost identical, if you are Team Smith with the basketball, you're drawing up a winning play. Who's going to get the hoop?
Absolutely. Right now, I'm going to find a way to get the ball inside to Nalissa Smith. But I also love the play she made the last possession. She got it inside. They doubled. She kicked out to a shooter in Teresa Plaisance. So that's not a bad play. You have Lexi Hull, Teresa Plaisance, but Nalissa Smith has to touch the basketball.
She's got 17 points and 12 rebounds, yet another double-double. She's the top rebounder in the league. She had an AU best 28 and 12 a week ago today. She likes hooping on Wednesdays for whatever reason.
You know, it's like a double-double is easy for her.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
It really is nothing. Like, oh, I'm going to get out of bed, make a cup of coffee, and have a double-double. That's Nalissa Smith.
What are you doing today?
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it is Team Smith in orange with the basketball. Shot clock and game clock almost identical. We're tied for the umpteenth time, officially the 14th. And Team Smith has inbounded the ball with the lead in the quarter, 25-22, but now those 150 win points are on the line. Clarendon with the step and the finish. Lay putting their team on top, now with a dozen points on the day.
But I would say, so Lay attacking, getting to the basket, that all happens because Nalissa Smith has such a presence in the paint. Tasha Cloud is sitting in her lap. Lexi Brown, great defender, but Lay was not going to be denied getting to the basket. That's a great attack, a great take. Nice little spin dribble. She just put her head down and was determined to get to the basket. That's good.
Clarendon into double figures for a third time already in her AU career. A reminder, Lexi Brown, who she beat to the bucket, has already made 6 3-pointers, still leads all scorers with 21 points as she has been working And right now, her team is down by 2 with 2 seconds to go. It's another season of Trees for Threes presented by Aspiration. For every three-pointer made during this year's Athletes Unlimited basketball season, Aspiration is committed to planting 10 trees, and Lexi Brown has planted 60 trees all by herself. But right now, Lexi cares about getting this win.
Yeah, Lexi's like, I don't really care about that. We got to find a way to win this ball game.
Okay,
oh, yeah. You go for the 3.
So Smith is up by 2, 2 seconds to go. So if you're Team Hillman, you're not going to go for the tie. You want to go for the win.
I would go for the win, but if you have a 2, you can take the 2, send it to overtime.
Here we go. Into the captain. She leaves it short. Bradford with her arms in the air, and that's where they will stay. She will high-five Lexi Hull. And that is how this game will end, as Team Smith not only wins the game and the 150 win points on the leaderboard per player on the roster, they also win quarter number 3, 27-23. So Team Smith winning 3 quarters and the game. What impressed you most in the first game of our doubleheader, Cheryl?
Well, just the way Team Smith stayed together and they were able to come back and win. But this play, Naz Hillman attacking the basket. Great defense by Crystal Bradford, making sure she keeps her hands straight up. Great no call, even though I gave the ref a thumb down before.
Crystal Bradford with 14 points and 7 rebounds, and the defensive stop that sealed the deal for Team Smith in the victory, as Nalissa improves to 3 up and only 1 down as a captain here at AU. The leadership role looks good on the youngster.
Well, I've been impressed with both she and Naz Hillman being young, being rookies here at AU, and just what they've been able to do in drafting their squads, putting a really nice, solid team together on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively.
All right, we'll take a look at the leaderboard, the overall leaderboard, and Nalissa Smith is celebrating the fact that she has eclipsed Odyssey Sims now, as we have tabulated the win points into this scenario. So Nalissa and Odyssey Sims, the only members of the 3,000 point club so far, but we do have another game to go where Odyssey Sims will probably add to her total. Let's go to Mariluz Cook. She's standing by with the winning captain, Nalissa Smith.
Nalissa Smith, I tell you what, now I was talking with your facilitator before the game, and he was telling me that you were really locked in on what it was that you knew you wanted heading into the draft. And a point guard was very important to you, a good point guard. Laisha, how key was she there down the stretch?
Man, she was huge. You know, she said she wanted the ball. She told us to clear out. So, you know, we have confidence in her. She went down there and knocked down a great shot.
All right, now this team, I know that you got a lot of vets on this team. How did you utilize that to your advantage against Naz Hillman's team?
You know, we have great players. You know, everybody is a key defender. So, you know, we went out there, we defended strong, played with our hands up. Even though the rest were against us, we still played hard.
What a great week to start, or what a great way to start off week 3. What kind of momentum is this going to give you moving forward?
It gives us great momentum. You know, we came together as a team. We all have the same goal, and that's to win, and that's what we did.
All right, congratulations on another win, Nalissa.
Thank you.
All right, back to you, ladies.
Thanks so much, Mariluz. Appreciate that. Cheryl laughed out loud when Nalissa talked about the referees. That's all I'm saying. Once again, our final score is Team Smith 88, Team Hillman 86. For our producer, Casey Carter, our director, Sydney Boxell, and my statistician as well. Thank you so much for joining us. Reminder, we'll be back at the bottom of the hour at 8:30 Eastern as Team Sims takes on Team Mitchell. For Cheryl Swoops, Mariluz Cook, and our entire crew, I am Sydney Brunson. We will see you back here shortly on the WNBA League Pass and the Women's Sports Network.